some of the national team, and in Maendeleo we work on regional balance. So I have representation from Nyanza, she will speak, the National Secretary. I have Secretariat here from Eastern. I have Rift Valley, National Vice Chair. I have Coast, National Vice Chair. I have National Treasurer. And I have Mount Kenya represented at the end. So basically we are 5 regions here on behalf of the 8. So then allow me to start. His Excellency Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka in absentia.
Please avoid those protocols.
We avoid those protocols.
Yeah,
we
just go straight.
But then we'll still say leader of majority because we are happy to have you there, and Wandai, and then we continue. Our preamble. Maendeleo is a non-governmental organization which seeks to nurture and empower women through various capacity building interventions that promote women's rights and sustainable livelihoods in the society. Maendeleo turned 70 years, somebody raised the book, turned 70 years last year, and it is the oldest and largest women organization in Kenya. It is a unique national women grassroots NGO with organization structures in every administrative unit in Kenya, over 17,000 elected leaders, and we have over 4 million members and about 25,000 affiliated women groups. The organization is managed from the headquarters by an elected National Steering Committee and a secretariat. The CEO is here and our team, ended from headquarters by the National Chairperson. Considering our large grassroots membership and presence, we give this submission as a representation of all our members and indeed the women of Kenya. And we do own the 2 women there, Mama Wabulianga and Mama Mnazi. You are our members, you are our sisters, and we are happy to have you there. We then thank the National Dialogue Committee, NADCO, for inviting us to give this presentation today as stakeholders, and we commend this committee for establishing this consultative process. Maendeleo indeed has been on record constantly calling for a national dialogue, because it is undeniable that dialogue and consultation among Kenyans is crucial for promotion of peace and national unity. We as mothers and custodians of the family will always call for dialogue, as we do in our homes. This submission is on behalf of then the team I've talked about, NSC, as I've introduced the members, the board, which is 58 members, basically 47 county chairs and 11 national officials. It is the biggest board, I'm sure, in this country. The annual general meeting, AGM, which is about 800 members and will be meeting later in the year. Message from our patron, Mama Phoebe Asio, who is abroad, and greetings from the acting patron, Mama Zibora Kitoni. So I go then straight to recommendations of the agenda set out by this committee. Number 1, electoral justice and related matters. Restructuring and reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the IEBC. We support restructuring and reconstitution of IEBC and addressing gaps that we have identified as follows. Number 1, the Secretariat. The IEBC Secretariat should undergo capacity building given the sensitivity of their job. The Secretariat needs to win public confidence that is professional, inclusive, and impartial. IEBC Commissioners Selection Panel. The selection panel should be agreed upon by all players. It should be inclusive and open with the selection process, as well as commit to selecting highly competent commissioners that Kenyans have confidence in. I dare then say, Maendeleo has already presented itself. They wrote to us, the current team, and we gave our views. That is on record. Civic education. IEBC should be funded sufficiently and in a timely manner to educate the public on the election processes, which we feel was not conclusively done in the last 2 elections, 2017-2022. I am not even sure whether it was done properly in 2013. Boundaries delimitation. We recommend for boundaries delimitation to be carried out as constitutionally required, but ensure other aspects other than population are taken into consideration, because what we normally hear, we only hear more about the numbers in some constituencies, and we do not hear ethnicity taken into consideration, geographical size, common interests, and history of marginalization. We are aware some are in the Constitution, but we want to emphasize. Remember, we are women and we are married cross-board, so we also have a bit of this information. Audit of the 2022 presidential election. We are on record many times calling for dialogue, as I've said, and now that this bipartisan team is already working, I am sure this committee will get a solution. Therefore, our feeling as a mother institution is we leave this matter to His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and the former Prime Minister, Raila Amolo Odinga, to now deal with that matter. Maendeleo views, we don't want to dig deep into that. In future, we therefore then recommend upcoming elections, we support an audit of the elections to be carried out within 3 months after inauguration of the elections. That then, within 3 months after inauguration, we can be done with auditing and the country can go back to work. Outstanding constitutional matters. Article 43 of the Constitution, the cost of living and